All right, hi everybody, I'm Calley Stubbs, and I'm doing an internship. All right, so a little bit about me. I'm from Wallace, Kansas, right next to Sharon, basically Colorado. I'm heavily involved in my family's ranch. We have about 60 head of registered red Angus cattle. I'm an upcoming senior at WCHS, Wallace County High School. And I worked for Ed Walker's law office this year, part-time. The other time, I was wrangling kids. So some of the day-to-day stuff. So our really big goal this year was to close files. So closing files is like in most cases, sometimes you can't shred someone's will after 10 years of doing it because you could be a little lost. So in most cases, after 10 years of the case being inactive, lawyers are allowed to dispose of the files. So Miss Walker has been in law for a while, and so she has tons of cases. And if you walk into our office, our back room, it's just mountains and mountains of boxes, which was a little intimidating on the first day, but I was used to it. We got used to it. So how do we close files? So we read through the files to get all the information that we need, like their name, the case number, what type of case it was, like if it was criminal or if they're suing each other, etc. And then we would draft a letter to the client, and then we would correct our letter and make an envelope and send out the envelope and file it away. So challenges. What were the problems? The main problem was trying to figure out what information we needed, the contents of the letter, and how to organize all of the files that would make it easier for anybody to handle. So part of the reason we wanted to close files is in the future, if a lawyer needs to take over the files, it'd be easy to understand. And part of the problem was we don't know what all we need to keep, so it was kind of hard trying to make a shot in the dark, trying to get everything that you needed. So how did we fix them? After a lot of tinkering with the letter format, we were able to have a final format that included all the appropriate information. This sped up the process incredibly well. The other interns and I brainstormed on a way to organize files. We decided that the files would be sorted into boxes based on what type of case they were. Then we would sort them by the date they could be shredded. And the final step was organizing the box alphabetically to aid in finding files quickly. So a fun part was our field trips. So even though we were working hard, pushing paper, we learned a lot about the justice system through field trips. I wasn't there for all of them, but I was there for most of them. So one time we visited the Wallace County Courthouse, and we visited with a lot of different people, and I learned a lot about like everything that goes in the courthouse. There's a lot more that goes on in there than you'd think. Then one day we went to Greeley County to watch a sentencing. It was very interesting to see like the tone of how everything happens. And then the last one that I was on, our senator, Dr. Roger Marshall, had a town hall meeting, and we just got to discuss problems within the community and stuff that we'd like to see changed. And actually, I was delivered by Dr. Roger Marshall. So like afterwards, I was my aunt just like ran up like, "Hey, you delivered her!" And I was like, "Oh, cool, thanks." We also got to do a book club, which was really fun. Emma is a law student from Washburn, and so it was nice to have her around. She was very fun. She made me laugh a lot, and we got to pick her brain a lot, especially about college and law school. And so she wanted to start a book club to like get more involved in the community, and it was so much fun. At first I was like, book club. But then I was like, yes, I gotta hurry and read this chapter. I need to be ready for a book club. It was so much fun. We read Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson, and it was very, very interesting. If you have the chance, read it. It's very educational. And I think there's a movie. So in summary, I learned so much about the office work environment. Also got a glimpse of the justice system and how complex it is. The filing might have seemed boring at first, but I learned a lot just by reading through court documents and correspondence. I'm extremely thankful for this opportunity I had this summer. Thank you.